Kyle's favorite show.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I know it's been a while. I've got a video that I've been trying to put out. I've tried to put it out 3 different times, and it's not working. I've tethered the laptop to my phone, connected the laptop to Love's internet. This video is just not meant to go out. You guys really aren't missing much. I mean, the video that I got going out was Easter weekend, when we had left New York, went to Ohio, picked up the load there, took that down to Florida. Other than that, we went from Florida up towards Chicago, picked up a load there, took that out to Ogden, Utah. The load that they got us on now is all jacked up. I think they gave me this load just to get back out of Utah, because it was the only load that was available. But with all the running that I've been doing, I blew right through my 70. I've been running on recaps. Now this load here, they had us pick it up. Let me get you the dates right. When do we pick this up? Saturday? Yeah, Saturday the 18th in Ogden, Utah. It's a 2-drop stop. The first drop is Friday the 24th. So yeah, they gave me what, it's 1:45 in the morning on the 24th. So they gave me 5+ days to go like 1,400 miles. So I took it just to get out of Utah, get back on the east side of the mountains. And, you know, now we're sitting at a Love's in North Platte, Nebraska, doing a 34 reset, because we've got all the freaking time in the world. And even now, my 34 reset will be up at 4 a.m. tonight, or tomorrow morning, however you look at it. And today is now Monday. So I'm 780 miles away from our first drop, and we still have all of Tuesday, all of Wednesday, and all of Thursday to get there for a 1:45 in the morning delivery. Now, the second delivery isn't scheduled until the following week in Pennsylvania. It was like another 5 days to get from, it's actually just north of Chicago. It's right at the border of Illinois and Wisconsin, where we're going, Kennesaw, Wisconsin. And so they gave me like another 5 days to get to Pennsylvania. It's like, hell, I could have walked this there. But the change of plans now is we are going to do the first delivery on Friday, and then we're going to take the load down to a terminal in Indianapolis, drop it off there, and we'll T-call it. So then that load will sit there until somebody else picks it up and finishes it to Pennsylvania, because they don't want me to eat up all the mileage. That was the words that came out of my boss's mouth. Anyways, now, according to him, I was gonna like try and T-call this in like Joliet, Illinois, or somewhere near the 80, but apparently there is absolutely no freight in Indianapolis or near like Chicago or Joliet or along the 80 all the way to Ohio. There's no freight. So now this is the problem that we're all running into out here now. The freight is down, and when I mean down, it's almost rock bottom. Drivers are sitting. You could pull into a truck stop at noon, and they are jam-packed because everybody's just sitting. if you get a load, consider yourself lucky. There's people like even on our site here at Crete that, somebody was saying that they were down in Texas. They dropped their load off on Friday morning, and they were told that they were going to be sitting for the weekend because there's absolutely no freight, and that they may get a load on Monday. A whole lot of sitting around. It's getting old, because now it's to the point where like the load that I did leaving New York, going to Ohio, pick up that load, take that to Florida. That was pretty much one paycheck. Then that next load that I went from Florida up towards Chicago, and then or Juliet actually, and then from Juliet out to Ogden, Utah. That's a paycheck. This load here from Ogden, Utah to Wisconsin, that's a paycheck. So it's almost as if, you get a load and it's stretched to last you the whole week. It's getting really, really bad out here. So that's why I posted, if you guys haven't seen it, check it out. I posted a poll, whether or not you guys would rather see tats or over the road type footage. And but right now, even getting the videos out to you guys is hard enough. I'm gonna end up doing this one. You'll see that there's no intro or anything like that. It's because I'm gonna be uploading it from my phone, and all of my work is on my laptop. So very, very difficult. April's tired of sitting around. She's bored trying to find stuff to do. I gave her an option. Told her she can go in, go use the restroom, grab coffee. She'd rather sit here.
I'm gonna get you coffee. I always get you coffee. I'm your coffee girl.
That's my coffee girl.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah. So we actually just woke up from a nap because
there's nothing else to do.
I was playing the farm sim for a while. Had that up and going. I didn't record it or anything. I probably should have. I should have streamed it, but I didn't. I'm in a big debate as to what to do, because the paychecks now aren't pretty. The freight's not pretty. There's a whole lot of sitting around. I'm going to make this drive to Wisconsin, and we're actually going to be sitting for another day and a half before we even do the delivery. But what do you do? So I am trying to maintain this where it's worth being out here. Myself, Trucker Will, Billy Rains, we just had this conversation the other day, and as a truck driver, you got to have a number in your head. Okay, this is what I need to make in order to not only survive, but to make it worth being a truck driver. Just all the sacrifices, not being at home, dealing with everything that we deal with out here on the road, the stress levels, all that crap. There's a number that, I have to have in order to, maintain this career. And that number is not being reached. Not with these current, situations. So that's why I said it's, I can go home and do things there. I can work part-time there and make just as much as I am out here. And that's the sad truth. It's getting rough. And the thing is, as far as this whole COVID-19 crap, certain states, Florida, they opened up the beaches. Texas has talk about opening up. And then I was just talking to Trucker Will. He was talking about Georgia is now talking about opening up next week. Their hair salons, restaurants, and all that crap. And, what people don't understand is that this is going to cause another spike. And, it's pretty bad that the governors of these states that want to open up are thinking more about the money than it is the death rate, in your own state. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not a political person by any means, but I am trying to keep up on, the regulations and all the shit that they're putting on us, from state to state. And, the New York governor, he's already said there's no way in hell that he's opening up. They were at a death rate in New York of 800 people a day. It's down to 500. Now, if they start opening up these states, this is going to cause another widespread disaster. And then what's going to end up happening is they're going to end up shutting the states back down, and it's going to cause more and more people to, be in this panic mode. So, guys, it's not pretty out here. I mean, I'm worried about every door handle I touch. Now, you guys know I have asthma. I mean, I have one with me at all times. In fact, I got 4 of them here in the truck. And, they talk about people who have asthma or any type of respiratory problems that, if you get it, you pretty much just say your goodbyes. You're pretty much dead. Now, being out here, you see all these Tyson plants and Smithfield, and there was just another big pork plant somewhere that just shut down. All these plants that are shutting down, you got the TA, they just laid off 3,000 people. You hear about the coronavirus hitting these truck stops. A couple of the Loves ended up shutting down because some of the employees had it. Every door handle you touch, anything you touch in the store, you have no idea who else has touched it or where it came from. It could be your coffee cup, it could be your drink, and it's just being out here. You have to. I just can't help but think about every place that I go to. I got to open up the door to get into the shipping or receiving office. At the facilities. Same thing. At these truck stops. You just don't know. And the sad thing is that you can have this virus for 14 days and not even realize you have it before you even see any symptoms. Now, Crete has notified us that one of our drivers it's confirmed, he does have it. Where he picked it up from, nobody knows. Again, he may have had it for 2 weeks. The only thing that they did tell us is that he did not make it to any of our terminals within that 2 weeks. But okay, great. So he didn't make it to the terminals. How many truck stops was he at? How many rest areas? How many shippers? How many receivers? How many trailers did he touch? It's getting bad. It's getting real bad. So the reason why I had posted that thing before on YouTube, as far as as the poll for Tats are out here, because I was seriously considering going home. In fact, the wheels are still spinning, because it's not only financially is it getting bad, but health wise it's getting extremely risky. And I don't know if I want to continue to put myself at risk You know, and I know everybody looks at us as essential workers and stuff like that, but the only reason why truck drivers are getting the appreciation that they are now is because everybody's putting it out there. You know, as they know what we do, they see what we do. But we all know as soon as this pandemic's over, we're just, the largest truck that's in your way. So, but it's not even about that. To me, it's just, is it worth my life? To continue to be out here, doing what I'm doing. And, like I said, for as little as we're doing and as little as we're making now, that does raise the question whether or not I want to continue to be out here. So, now I could take a leave of absence, but I said it before and I'll say it again, that if I end up leaving, I'm not coming back out. If I end up leaving, I'm hanging my keys up for good. It kind of is what it is. Like I said, I haven't decided yet. The wheels are still spinning, and I've been talking to April about it and talking to Trucker Will about it. And like I said, trying to get your guys' opinion as to what you guys would rather see. And, from, last time I checked, I think it was like 81% wanted the over-the-road footage and 19% was for tats. But that was just to get a feel as to what, you guys wanted. So, and I get it. Everybody wants, to see what it's like out here on the road and stuff like that. And, I completely understand it. But right now, it's horrible. I don't recommend anybody coming into this industry right now. I really don't. Not a company driver, not buying a truck, becoming an owner-operator. To me, that's just foolish, but whatever. Yeah. So that's all I got. There's a 17.5-minute update for you. So we're going to go in and get coffee and then try and figure stuff out. I'll talk to you guys soon.